Hi! Yes, hello. Welcome back to another Millennial Movie Monday. I'm Ashley, and if you're new here, hi! And if you're not, hello again. Wow! Listen, you're like, who the hell is this bitch with makeup on? It's still me underneath here. I just got off work, so, hi. 20,000 of you. I'll talk more about that after the review, so be sure to stick around for that. It is a tipsy Q&A, so if you want to know more about me, stick around for that later. Let me tell you about what I'm going to watch today. This has been requested not often, but repeatedly. Does that make sense? Anyways, it's from 1989, and this is Always. Now, I'm gonna be real honest, I don't know. I've never heard of this movie, I have no idea. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull up, I'm gonna search 1989 Always. And I'm just gonna go to images. I'm not gonna read anything, Wow, this gives me no answer. So this is the picture that I'm looking at. This one right here. It's got Holly Hunter. She was in, I've watched something with her in it. Richard Dreyfuss? An older Richard. Y'all know how I feel about my older man. John Goodman, love him. Always. So, it looks like this is a love story, and that's all I can gather. That's all I can gather with that. Steven Spielberg, y'all know I do love me some Steven Spielberg. So, okay, well, based on just that one picture, it looks like that's also my preview review. It looks like it's a love story. John Goodman and Richard Dreyfuss and Holly Hunter. Probably not all three, because it was made in '89, and I don't think they really supported that kind of activity, if you will. I know that's a really quick intro, really quick preview review, but that's all I gotta say. Why waste any more time? Let's get into today's Millennial Movie Monday. First off, before I even click play, 2 hours and 2 minutes long? Jesus Christ. Is that an elk? That airplane is incredibly low. I'm not a pilot, but oh my god. Y'all might want to get the hell out of the way.
Don't do this to me. How much fuel you got left?
It's her. Shit.
I love it.
What was the movie that I watched with her in it? With Nicolas Cage and the baby in Arizona. Oh, it was... Jesus. Oh no.
This is good. I was rusty on Panic. Okay.
Wow, he handles anxiety and panic way better than I do. Oh, the wind moved. Oh, shit. Oh, she was worried and mad. No, don't cheer him up. Don't encourage that type of behavior.
Well, it's here. It's here. Look at it. It's terrible.
Thanks.
That's Richard? Lord coming in all kinds of crooked. Oh. Oh. Hi. Woody the Woodpecker. Yeah, y'all didn't think I was gonna get that, did you?
Girl clothes.
Oh, I can't wait to see her in the dress.
Which I personally was never at, but think about it. The beer's warm.
We were only like 10 minutes into this movie, and this is the second apple that Richard's character is eating. Ooh! We love a drop waist and a wood shoulder dress. Yes, baby. Give me that collarbone and that bare arm. Oh! Oh! The tension.
Le Budweiser.
Le Budweiser. She had the title line. My heart. But that pilot guy is very attractive as well. Not the fact that he chews with his mouth open though. That is not cute. Why does that guy look like Bob Ross? This is the movie that's gonna make me cry. My makeup is done. There's so many moving parts. Like, does she have a history with this cute pilot? Yeah. And John Goodman's putting a chicken wing in a beer. Oh, there's tension everywhere, and I live for it. Yes, kill it, baby. A cat! Yay.
Don't be a pig-headed fool.
That's mean.
I think you should be at the funeral.
Stop! This is... It's a roller coaster. Yes, baby, know your worth. That is a beautiful cat that they have. I love that cat.
There's already 2 pilots down.
You just had a conversation about not doing this. He ain't gonna change for you, baby girl. I don't know how to tell you that.
And the second I get out.
Kiss me and fly!
Is this gonna be the flight where he dies? What would you do if, like, she didn't turn quick enough and just got chopped in half by the pellet? Movie's over. She can't hear you!
I love you!
Oh, he's definitely dying in this flight, isn't he?
Bad strike! Bad strike!
Oh no.
And I was in such a good mood.
I don't want to laugh right now. Okay, his fire's out, but where is Pete? Okay, he's going up, he's going up.
Oh, that lucky son of a bitch.
What's gonna happen? I don't feel like we're not out of the woods yet. I knew it! Wait. This is not... There's that elk that was yelling at the beginning of the film!
Hello, Pete.
Who's this?
Take a seat.
She looks familiar. Who is she?
Yeah.
You getting a haircut? What's happening?
Real fireball.
Who is that woman?
I just want to get something clear.
You dead?
I'm dead?
Yes.
Yes and no down there. They think it's 6 months.
6 months already?
Times. Someone like you. Behind him, there was someone else.
A guardian angel?
Someone who... Now it's your turn to give it back. That's how the whole thing works.
Is he gonna be her little guardian angel inspiration, baby?
And there's your boy.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it right now. Holly's character, I don't know her name. Grenadine, whoever the hell. Holly's character is gonna get with young cute pilot and he's gonna have to see her fall in love with him and it's gonna break his heart. God, look at him, he's beautiful.
Just to the right of where it says women. I'm the women.
I mean, honestly, if I was in his company, I would also say some dumb thing like that. Al took the job! Why would you light something that's covered in oil? It's flammable! Twinkies.
Let the games begin.
Oh no. So, sorry.
Right on.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm sorry.
He's gonna ruin his chances. Okay, sure, that would be funny if Al knew that Pete was in his head, you know, but he doesn't. Instead, you're just gonna ruin this guy's chances.
Baker, you're on the bus. I'm going to San Diego. When I get back tomorrow, I don't want to see her.
You ruined his chances, Pete.
You are the reason that I'm here.
Sure. I'd love to.
Love to what?
Ah, there's so many love things happening.
Wish you could have met her. It's like when someone tells you a story or you read a book and after the first page you know how it's gonna turn out. It was that kind of
No. Oh, I mean, yes, because he's talking about
I'm here.
Holly,
Feels
but
good to
oh,
tell
my
somebody
heart,
that.
Rachel.
Ted, I don't think I've ever come across this particular technique before.
Because it's not a good one. You know, you don't normally win over a woman by talking about falling in love with another one last summer.
You been here long, kid? Been here long?
Not so long. I've been doing standby at the tower for about a month.
It's so bittersweet in this moment, and it hurts my heart. I was like, you know what? Pack your bag, we're headed. It's her. It's her landing. Because you know, because of how shitty it is.
Hey, Linda, how you doing?
And the cat's in the airplane. You're flying an itty-bitty plane in a thunderstorm?
You better get down someplace and sit this one out.
Yeah.
Make it fast.
Yep. Absolutely.
Falling rock. Jesus save! Save water! Turn off the lights. Click.
What the hell's happening? Is he real? I don't think he's real.
Who knows about crazy old hobos? Maybe they're like radio stations, picking up voices from people who've gone off the air. So tune in, kid.
I can appreciate a good radio connection.
That's not what I'm trying to say.
What I'm trying to say, I've seen the signs. No exit, no passing, no parking. No U-turn.
Those are signs.
Ted, I like you this way. Your engine's revved up, you're full of moxie.
Yes, baby. We love that about Ted. Listen, he ain't the smartest, but like, are all the really cute ones, are they? You can't have both. I'm gonna cry. Why are you fixing your hair? Hap done give you a haircut, you look fine, but she ain't gonna be able to see you. Why are you fixing your hair?
I know you can't see it.
Look at how he looks at her.
I wish we'd met when we were 5. I'd have swept you right off your 3-wheeler.
Aren't there planes technically 3-wheelers?
And I looked at you and I said, that's her. That's the one.
Does anybody really say that though?
No, I can't explain the damn
dropping
thing.
in all the time?
Baker, why are you still here? I thought I told you to take off.
Look at that. He likes
The
it.
cat loves him.
Is this your cat?
Yep. You laugh like a donut. No, I mean, I like it.
You got some catching up to do. Maybe come back later. And
Oh,
show
the
me
cat
around.
can see Pete.
You're still my girl.
Oh, Pete. It's not fair. It's not fair. You got an updated umbrella. Love that. Oh, and they're whistling a duet. I love that.
Well, I'll tell you there, little missy, you're mighty pretty when you're angry. Uh-huh.
Oh, so you do impressions?
Just that one.
Who was that an impression of?
Well, I'll tell ya something, Missy. Ya sure do look pretty when you're angry. Wah-ha.
Wah-ha. Wah-ha.
Wah.
Wah.
I'll sing you, you college
Sweet,
boy.
sweet Betsy
I'm
from
a Yankee
Pike,
Doodle Dandy.
across the Missouri with her lover, Ike.
The tension and the playfulness. Oh, I love it. Oh, he's having a heart attack. Oh, he's having a heart attack. Call paramedics. Cell phones weren't around.
Todd, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to work on Wall Street.
Good idea, Todd. Oh shit, he's dead. He dead AF. Oh, he gone. He out.
Hey, you made it!
I'm gonna full on cry before the end of this movie. Our time.
Why are you plucking your eyebrows?
Oh, I didn't know it was.
It's a nurse hat.
That's my girl, pal.
It's not your girl. You dead. You been dead. No, dance, dance. Oh, kiss, please kiss, please kiss, please kiss. Yes. 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 Oh, and now she's gonna torture herself with listening to their song. With the dress on. Oh, and he's watching her. Oh, and she has no idea. Now you know for a fact she did not fall asleep in that dress. Did you see how tight the torso of that dress was? There is no way she could be asleep. Mm-mm. Is that Audrey Hepburn? Who is that?
You still have to learn that to gain your freedom, you have to give it.
Very bold of her to be seated on grass in those white pants.
He's real low on fuel.
Oh God, she's in love with another man who does the same damn thing of leaving the fuel tank get too low. And no, I haven't seen Star Trek either. But I can do this.
Air Attack 6-3 Echo, this is the Operation Shack. We will be handling this incident from here. Contact the jumper boss at Dome Mountain and ascertain their exact location.
Oh, Al's gonna be pissed. You know what? I just remembered how Ted broke Rachel's heart. Sad. Maybe Rachel should get with Al. Maybe I should slow down on the wine. Dendra, whoever the hell, whatever her name is. Why'd they give her such a hard name? You got Pete, Al, and then Dendra. Holly Hunter's character. She can't handle losing another one. Oh. Oh, no, 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 sweetie, no. Oh, baby, what are you doing? He feels it. There's a disturbance in the force. I'm nervous. I'm sure it'll all be okay, but... Well, you might want to close your doors. You might want to just pull those in.
Brenda, you never would listen to me. And
He's in the play with her.
This isn't the same. Let's make a path for them to the river. Right, Brenda. Slip right.
Use the crossroad. Right, run.
She's gonna do exactly what he said that she couldn't do, but she's gonna do it with him. You got it, baby, you got it. Pull, you gotta make it out. They made it to the river and she doesn't get out. And now you can be free.
You're gonna have a wonderful life.
You're gonna...
You're not gonna have any more bad dreams. You're gonna get happy. You're gonna wake up laughing. You're gonna meet, including love. Now I can say what I've always wanted to say. I love you, Trinda.
Oh no, she's running out of gas. I'm stressed again. I'm so fucking stressed. Get out of the plane! 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 You're not gonna do this to me, movie. You're not gonna do this to me. Thank you. Thank you, Richard Dreyfuss. Thank you. And there's Ted.
It's my girl.
Let's talk. Let me compose myself, and then we'll talk about it.
One eternity later.
Well, well, Always, is definitely my first, rom-com. Not even, it's not a rom-com, it's just a romance, and it's very sad. And I would just like to address one thing. I know I am not a pretty crier, okay? And there were a lot of moving parts. Jeff, my friend who suggested this before spooky season, and God, could you get more opposite of spooky season right now, absolutely not. When I saw that it was Steven Spielberg, because again, I mean, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, E.T., those have been my only interactions and experiences with Spielberg. I was not ready to feel this extreme of an emotion with him as the person who directed it. When I saw that he was the director, I really didn't think that that I would have this much of a reaction towards this movie, especially since I don't really consider myself to be one that is very much into romances or like romantic comedies. I'm not into those either. I know this wasn't a rom-com, but I'm just saying, like, I don't watch a lot of romantic movies, but this like had action and so many different moving parts. What a super cool plot it was, honestly, that like Pete would die and he would become a pilot's conscience. And then it was Ted, you know, and it wasn't, at first I thought he had to do something for Ted, but it turns out he had to do something for Dendra. And I wasn't ready for it. That was a good movie, is what that was. And you know, something else that I thought about while I was watching it, in the scene where Dendra is dancing around her house and Pete is there, how much skill that had to take on Holly Hunter, well, everybody who had to interact with Richard Dreyfuss's character after he was dead, to not look at him. Like, how hard that must have been to not look at him. Because even right now, like, I'm looking at a lens, but I see me over here, and I want to look at me, because I know there's eye contact there. And so wow, how much skill that takes to be that close to another actor and not make eye contact and to just act like they're not there. Wow, that's incredible. Like, such a good movie, and it wasn't anything that I thought it would be. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. If you have not seen Always from 1989, 5 out of 5 stars. I would watch it again. Hold on, let me look up who that actress was. Was it Audrey Hepburn? Probably not. I'm probably way wrong. Cast of Holly Hunter, Richard Dreyfuss, Aubrey Hepburn. I was right! Jeff, if you're watching this far into this film, Jeff, you were so right. When you told me I had to watch Always before spooky season, you were so right, and I am so sorry that I put it off this long. Okay, honestly, such a good movie. If you want a movie to hold your gal pal to, like hold your girlfriend, your wife, this is the movie. This is it. This is the movie. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get my 3rd glass of wine because I'm not a lightweight, okay? That's the end of the review. The rest of this video is my 20K celebration, which I again asked if you wanted me to address hate comments, or, you know, like an ask me anything. And Instagram and YouTube both said an ask me anything. So I'm going to be pulling questions from both Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And let's get into a little Q&A, if you will. Oh, I also asked if you wanted it to be sober or tipsy. And wouldn't you know it, you voted tipsy. So this is what I'm going to do. I have been in makeup for over 12 hours. I have been in a real bra for over 12 hours. I'm gonna take a shower, take off this makeup, put on my comfies. I'll be looking like the Ashley you know and love, know and tolerate, know and make fun of when you see me again.
1 hour later.
Okay. Once I finish this glass, this marks a bottle of wine in, so just to give you an idea of where I am at currently. Question I want to address is for someone who I consider a friend. His name is TJ Anubis Arts. And his question is, do you actually have a dog? Hey, Hubbin? Yeah. Can you bring Parker in here? I think it's time you met the dog. Some of you will say it's not a real dog. Some of you will say it is a dog. This is going to be a very hot topic in the comments. One of the most asked questions is, do we actually have a dog? This is Parker. How old is he? 8?
8.
8. And he was, Blake and I have only been together for 5 years and 6 months. Almost 6 years. Anyway, so Parker was in Blake's life before I was in Blake's life. And yeah, this is Parker. He's a little Chihuahua, purebred, right? Like he's, like you paid real money for him.
Deerhead Chihuahua.
A Deerhead Chihuahua. And him and I, the reason why I don't talk about him is because him and I, back when I was in morning radio, he went through this spell of whining at like 1 o'clock in the morning. In morning radio, I had to get up at 3 a.m. Do not lick my face. Anyways, he went through the spell of just whining, just being a little asshole, and I decided right then and there that I hate him. I don't really hate you. You're not awful. Because people say that Chihuahuas yip a lot, and Parker really doesn't. He'll bark at, like, we live in an apartment complex, so, like, he'll bark at the leaf blower guys, but that's really it. That's really all he barks. He does have allergies, though, and that's kind of annoying, because then he'll itch a whole bunch. And also, while you're standing here, I know you don't want to be on camera right now, but people ask, or have asked, bye Parker, people have asked, what is hubbin'?
When they find out, let me know.
So when we got engaged, we were fiancés. We weren't fiancés, we were fiancés. It's just our thing. We just make up words. We have a whole made-up language.
Before finance, we were boyfriend, girlfriend.
Boyfriend, girlfriend. We don't say the full words, do we?
We're stupid.
I asked Blake, so Blake is my husband, and I have a link to our wedding video in the Blazing Saddles review, because we celebrated our 1-year anniversary the day that went live. And so yeah, we've been married officially 1 year and 2 weeks when this goes up, 1 year and 3 weeks. Anyways, I asked if he wanted to be in the video, and he said he's gonna make an appearance at another video at another time.
When I've had time to shave.
That too, because his weekends are Monday and Tuesday, and I'm filming this on a Tuesday. But anyways, okay, thank you for bringing me Parker.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, so there's proof I have a dog, at least. So let's see. What's your favorite type of soul food after a long day at work? A nap. That's another thing, is I don't think many people realize is that I don't do YouTube full time. I have a full time, like 9 to 5. Ooh, Autumn. Shout out to you, Autumn, my soul sister that I haven't met. What's the biggest lesson you've learned in 2020? So far, it has been to, I don't know how to sum this up quick, nice, in a bow. It's to release expectations of people, to release expectations in general that you put on yourself, of people, of like me with YouTube, of me with fitness, like release expectations. The moment you realize that everything is flawed and we're just here for a good time, not a long time, the minute you stop expecting things and you just do the best you can every day, that's when everything starts to click, you know? She also is Beans single. Beans has dedicated her body to the Lord. She is fixed. She is not looking for... She don't need no man. Let's go to YouTube real quick. Whoa. I sorted this by top comments, so whatever you like the most is what's popping up first. Kevin says, is your husband ever shocked that you've never seen a film? I'm trying to think. I think the movies that he's most surprised by, which I haven't gotten to yet, it's coming at Christmas. His personal favorite that I have not seen is Home Alone. So of course that's going to come at Christmas. And sorry that my face is so red. The water in my shower, I like it as hot as the flames of hell. So anyways, so like Home Alone, he's really surprised I haven't seen Pretty Woman. That's coming as well, but that's really it. Other than that, he hasn't seen Indiana Jones or Back to the Future or anything like that. David says, hi Ashley, you scrub up nicely. Thanks. What was your go-to movie as a kid? As in, what movie did you rewatch again and again and still love it? With my age, with being a millennial, classic Disney films were my go-to. So like The Little Mermaid is my personal favorite. Sleeping Beauty, Anastasia. those movies. Jez Lawrence, Ashley, oh my goodness, this is a great shot. Your 3 a.m. self is a fine sight though, as it means I'm not about to watch either your frustration or joy for 20 minutes, both of which are entertaining. Thank you. Your question is, why do you not let Beans present? Beans is wise and charismatic and not currently holding me at ransom. So Beans, first off, is a girl. Her God-given name, when we adopted her, we got her from a shelter, her name was Chloe. But then, as pets do, nicknames happened, and Beans is what we landed on. She actually responds really well to Beans. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Well, Griffstar77, if I wasn't a bottle of wine in, I could remember that Monty Python quote, but instead I offer you coconuts. Eric Warmath, whatever, says, why is your hairline so far back? So I can rent out my forehead as billboard space, you asshole. Another top-rated comment is, do you think you've learned something about previous decades from their movies? Absolutely, I think so. You know, growing up in the world of CGI and computer graphics and things of that nature, it's been really cool to see practical graphics in Star Wars and the coming of age in like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I know I haven't done that much sci-fi since I got started, but I'm really excited to see how it progresses because I'm a big fan of editing. I feel like ideas haven't necessarily changed, just the way we go about them has, if that makes sense. Joseph AA0119 on Instagram sent me a DM that said, what's mine and Blake's story? Well, Blake and I actually met in college at UT Martin, and it was a class in 315. I can't remember what the class was other than the number, but he absolutely hated me because I am me, and Blake would show up like dressed up and put together and like super serious. And anyways, about 4 years later, he proposed in the same room. He proposed, and you know, he was like, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I know that this room currently is remembered for how we used to hate each other, but I want it to be remembered for how I asked you to be my wife. And then he got down on one knee and proposed, and I said yes, and now we're married. Tim Hoingis, I don't know, says, what is your goal to all these older movies, and what would you like to share? I guess I don't really have a goal. It's just that people keep making references to things that I don't get, and so the way people laugh in those situations makes me feel like I'm missing out on something. And so I just felt the need to understand where the references come from, and yeah. So there's that. I guess I don't really have a goal other than just to watch these classic movies that people, individuals, people in commercials, people in movies, present day movies reference. You know, that's really it. And what, other than foot pictures, would you like to share? I am a completely open book about everything. You have seen, if you are, what am I saying? did I unlist those videos? Yeah, so maybe some of you haven't seen the foot video, but I did used to sell feet pictures. I fell on some hard times, and so I sold foot pictures. I also have talked about, I've been on depression medicines for 7 years. And what's really funny is, I think the video is still live, is I take a Prozac, and I'm like, okay, remember the two most important things, depression medicine, and I put it in my mouth, and then I wash it down with an energy drink, and I'm like, depressed, but faster. Why do I kind of want that to be my first merch? I don't know, but I feel like it's relatable. So Will Street says, what was the first movie your parents took you to when you were a kid? What did it do to you? If you're looking for a crazy movie to react to, you might want to try Naked Gun. I honestly don't remember the first movie that I ever went and saw with my parents. That's not something that really sticks out to me. That wasn't something we did a lot. This brings me to a really good question. A lot of people have asked me, you know, how has she not seen these movies? These are classics. How she... That wasn't something we did. Honestly, and if my dad watches this video this far, I had a bedtime a bedtime of 9 p.m. until I was a sophomore in college. And that's not me having to be, that's not a curfew. I need to be home at 9. That was, my ass had to be in bed, TV turned off, showered, teeth brushed, all that jazz by 9 o'clock until I was a sophomore in college. All the good movies play after 9 p.m. So, Zested, love Zested. How does one how does one approach it if they really, really, really want to zig ah? Well, if you want to be my lover, you've got to get with my friends. Don H40 says, how long have you been in radio? So I told you earlier, my 9 to 5 is actually the office manager of a college radio station, but previously I've been in radio since I was 15. So that means a decade in 6 months. I started when I was 15 because in Tennessee, 15 is the legal age to get a job. I started off as a board op, you know, just running the board and stuff for sports and high school football games and things of that nature. And then as people quit or moved on or things became available, I just told my boss at the time, Paul Tinkle, I was like, hey, I want to learn anything and everything. I was the host of Swap Shop, which if you're from any kind of rural county, I guarantee you your local radio station has Swap Shop, which is where people call in and they have things that they would like to swap or shop. Mandode 1982 says, are you a real redhead? Also, how old is Beans? Yes, I am a real redhead. My mom and dad are also gingers. My brother is a ginger. And then there's me. We're all redheaded. Now my brother, I'll get to him in a second. He's more redheaded with freckles than I am. He's like bright orange. We'll get to him in a second. But yes, I am a real redhead. I've never dyed my hair any kind of color ever before. And how old is Beans? We adopted her in May. She is not in May of this year, but she is full. Wait, what month is this? Shit. It's September, June, July, August, September. So she is 4 years and 4 months old. She was my graduation present in 2016. So wait, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Okay, yeah, 4 years. And you're probably thinking, Ashley, slow down on the wine, but here's the thing. I'm bad at math anyway. Let's go back to Instagram. DG Addict for Life said Harry Potter, ? I've never seen it. It's definitely on the list, but not for a while. If I continue doing I'm going to calm your titties. I'm definitely going to continue Millennial Movie Mondays, but it'll be a while before I can make it to present day films. I haven't seen Harry Potter, but it's definitely on the list. Lynn Gandy, love that guy. I'm so proud of you. My question is, do you plan on settling down in Knox or moving to a larger city? Blake and I actually had this conversation literally 48 hours ago. So with both of our jobs being in broadcasting, you know, we're both and we're just kind of open to whatever. We have friends here. We love it here. It's a beautiful city and there's so much to do when there's not a pandemic. And we really love it here, but we're also super open to wherever. We love DC, we love Nashville, we love Charlotte. We're kind of open to whatever. Not kids, but Doc Murdoch 883. Hello, sir. How are you? I hope your hanger's coming together nicely. He says, do you have any siblings? If so, are they as fun-loving, nutty as you? So I told you earlier, I have a brother. His name is Hunter. Here's a picture. Isn't he cute? He is 6 years younger than me. And I feel like if you were to meet him individually, you'd be like, oh my God, you don't have anything in common with your sister. But if you get us together, we're fucking stupid. In like the best way. We're a lot of fun. He is incredibly talented. I love him to the moon and back. It's been really cool to see him become a real person, you know? Can't wait to see where he goes as an adult. That's all. Midnight Rider 2099 says, why are you so gorgeous and funny? Stop. Keep going. Stop. Art of Free Speech says, does pineapple belong on pizza? I personally do not like pineapple on pizza, but I am a firm believer in you do you, baby. And then also said, is hot dog a sandwich? You know, I feel like that question goes a lot with, Zested had another question that said, is cereal soup? Now, is cereal soup? No. No, it is not. Is hot dog a sandwich? No, it's not. Why? Because a sandwich implies that there's two pieces of bread that meet, whereas a hot dog bun is connected and then closes. Does that make sense? A sandwich says, and a hot dog says, whereas is cereal a soup? Soup is hot and soup is cooked together. Cereal is cold and separate. There is that on that, and I stand next to that. Oh, Frederick Wilson says, I have a question. I love your Millennium Movie Mondays, especially your editorial skills. What editing program do you use and what computer do you run it on? I have a MacBook Pro and I use iMovie. That's all I use. Bobby Hood says, are you a native of Tennessee or a transplant? I am a native of Tennessee, but I am from West Tennessee, Martin, Tennessee to be exact. I now live in Knoxville. I lived in Kentucky for a while, but I was born and raised close to Martin. It's actually a city called South Fulton, but nobody knows that. Nobody knows where that is. Simon Beard says, have you ever traveled outside of the USA? If yes, where did you go? If no, where would you like to go? Yes, I have. I've been to Mexico a couple times. Mexico, that's very general. So I've been to Cancun 3 times, Cozumel twice, only because I've cruised. You know, like I haven't just flown to these places. The Cayman Islands. Now, if I had to pick somewhere else to go, and I've told Blake this, I would love to go see the UK. I would love to go see Ireland. I would love to go see Germany. I don't know a lot about it, but I would love to go see, like, Tokyo. I'm a big fan of traveling, and so is Blake, so I plan to do more traveling than just cruises in the future. Alfred Studwell says, when you were little, how was school for you? I hated school. I'm not good at math, and I'm not a fast reader. When I got older, I didn't really fit anywhere. I wasn't a popular kid. I was in band, but I wasn't really a nerd. I was like a turd. I was a floater. I existed. I hate school. I would never go back to high school or college. Ever. Ever. Fuck that. Rick Snyder says, how come when I googled you it says you died in May? That's probably when my soul left my body. Misty Mason, what's your favorite Millennium Movie Monday review you've done so far, and what was your, okay, hold on. Your favorite movie review you've done so far? I hate it. I mean, I hate that I keep going back to this, but I legitimately mean it every single time. I don't want to break it down in genres, but if I had to pick overall, tied would be Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Blazing Saddles, just because they're so different, but I love them equally. Those are my top 2 favorites of all time. And what was the most surprising one? Honestly, this one, always going into, I had no idea. I wasn't ready to cry as much as I did. Oh, here's a good one. And I think it wraps it up pretty well. Erica Cruz says, what's the reason why you haven't seen these movies? My husband and I have been debating. It goes back to just, I grew up in a family that didn't really watch a lot of movies. We didn't go to the theater. My mom didn't watch a lot of movies growing up. And then my dad, so I actually grew up in rural country, West Tennessee. And so my family actually has a farm in West Tennessee. So my dad grew up working the farm. And so movies were never a big part of his life. Movies were never a big part of my mom's life. So it was never really something in that they raised me to do, is watch movies. I mean, we watched series. You know, we watched TV a lot. So, okay, so scrolling down YouTube, and I've covered the majority of Instagram questions. Most of the other questions are movies that are coming. I cannot wait to start Halloween and spooky season with you. I have some really cool stuff planned. And I just want to end it with this. It's close to the same spiel I gave at 10K, but I really, even with the wine, cannot stress to you how fucking much this means to me. If you go back and rewatch, if you go back and you watch my 10K celebration, I think it was at the end of Jaws. I don't remember in this moment. But anyways, I talk about how I was in a really dark place even before quarantine and COVID and all that jazz. Because I'm working as an office manager and I wasn't able to be creative, and this has given me such an outlet. Because then again, I'm not shitting you when I tell you that I thought the most people who would watch my videos would be like my mom and my dad and maybe a few people who knew me from Ken's channel. I had no idea that there would be 20,000 of you. And just the people, the comments and messages I get on Instagram and Facebook, I can't tell you. I cannot tell you. September is Suicide Awareness Month, and I'm not one to hide my living with depression story. I have for 7+ years, and it would be a lie if I told you in this moment that I haven't struggled with suicidal thoughts. There's been some really dark times. There really has been, and I know many of you have experienced that as well, and many of you have experienced a feeling of hopelessness, if not suicidal thoughts, but just a feeling of being alone and hopelessness. And I know many people have felt that during quarantine, because a lot got taken away from you. I wasn't sure how I was going to address this, because mental health is something that is very important to me. And if you are ever struggling, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, but I read as many comments as I can. And when you reach out to me on Facebook and Instagram, I read as many messages as I can. And anyways, I really feel like there's been a community made, and again, in my 10K celebration, it has I'm a very creative type. I love to paint. I can play piano and guitar and ukulele and drums, and for a while I wasn't creating anything. And this started out as just me being able to create, and it's become a community of people that I legitimately look forward to hearing from. And I never thought it would be 20,000. I never thought it would be more than 10. But I am so thankful. I'm so grateful that I am able to do something fun and make something fun for you. I hope it's fun for you. Fuck if I know. 20,000. Just thank you. Thank you, for real. Even if this is your first time watching and you're like, who the fuck is this bitch? I don't know. I don't know, man. Thank you. It doesn't matter. Beans thanks you because the videos that you guys watch and or skip ads to feeds her fat ass. She's 16 pounds of just cat. Just thanks. Just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know where this is going, but I'm so glad to have you here.